Let's consider the following facts to expose globe Earth theories. If Earth really was a sphere hurtling through space, the water would be wobbling all over the place, instead of staying flat. And more so, if Earth really was a globe, rivers such as the Mississippi would have to flow uphill to reach the sea, flowing uphill 11 miles in its 3,000-mile length. Earth is flat. The surface is a Mobius plane in a localized area of the universe. If you travel east or west for 25,000 miles, you will find yourself where you began. Half that north or south. Aside from mountains and valleys, traveling on the Earth is limited to two dimensions. You can rise above it in a spacecraft, or dig down into it looking for oil and shit. Because of the negative effects of gravity, on the electromagnetic spectrum being greatest, light bends away from the surface of the Earth. This is why it appears to you as a curve. Using the Bishop experiment to expose globe Earth. California Monterey Bay is a relatively long bay that sits next to the Pacific Ocean. The distance between the extremes of the Monterey Bay, Lovers Point in Pacific Grove and Lighthouse State Beach in Santa Cruz, is just over 23 statute miles. On a very clear and chilly day, it is possible to see Lighthouse Beach from Lovers Point and vice versa. With a good telescope, laying down on the stomach at the edge of the shore on the Lovers Point beach 20 inches above the sea level, it is possible to see people at the water's edge on the adjacent beach 23 miles away near the lighthouse. The entire beach is visible down to the water splashing upon the shore. Upon looking into the telescope, I can see children running in and out of the water, splashing and playing. I can see people sunbathing at the shore and teenagers merrily throwing frisbees to one another. I can see runners jogging along the water's edge with their dogs. From my vantage point, the entire beach is visible. If the Earth is a globe, and is 24,900 English statute miles in circumference, the surface of all standing water must have a certain degree of convexity. Every part must be in. Lies of the Sun being 93 million miles away. The Sun is much closer than we have been told. It is, in fact, in our atmosphere. You can clearly see that it is not 93 million miles away. Many times you can see the Sun's rays shooting out of a cloud forming a triangle. If you follow the rays to their source, it will always lead to a place above the clouds. If the Sun was truly millions of miles away, all the rays would come in at a straight angle. Also, the Sun can be seen directly above clouds in some balloon photos, creating a hot spot on the clouds below it, and in other photos you can clearly see the clouds dispersing directly underneath the close small Sun. Time-lapse of the Sun proves the flat Earth. You don't need to build a rocket to prove the Earth isn't flat. Here's the simple science. For the last 50 years, we've been able to view pictures of the Earth from space, which might seem like all the proof you need to see that our planet is in fact round. But the awareness of how easily images can be doctored and the growth of internet conspiracy theories appears to have fueled a resurgence of belief in a flat Earth. At the same time, there's a lack of understanding of the science that has long been used to demonstrate that we live on a globe, without the need to leave it. I wish Hughes well with his endeavor, as he has at least been willing to try and prove his theory. Perhaps if more people really could see for themselves the evidence, we might be able to reverse this worrying trend. A good place to start would be by making sure children have the chance to try out simple experiments in school.